Hello, beautiful family. Welcome back. Today we'll be making moi moi, but not just a regular moi moi recipe. We are going to be making coconut milk moi moi. Sounds delicious already, right? Without wasting much of our time, let's get started. In a bowl, I added 1 cup of beans. You can use any type of beans you prefer. So I covered it up with a clean water and allowed it to soak for 2 to 3 minutes. While the beans was soaking, I went ahead to boil 2 eggs that we will use later in the video. So after 3 minutes, the beans was ready to be peeled. I used a food processor to peel the beans. This method is always faster. If you have a food processor, try this method. Use the rubber blade of your food processor, then add the beans with some water, not too much water. Then pause for some time till the beans are peeled. You can use your blender as well. So after peeling the beans, this was what I got. I went ahead to wash off the skin. At this point, you don't need to rub or do any extra job. Just keep adding water like I'm doing here and sieve out the skin of the beans. We are going to repeat this process until the skins are sieved out completely. Here was the last washing, and this was what the peeled beans looked like after washing. So I set the peeled beans aside and went ahead in making the coconut milk. I used a small size coconut which I cut into smaller pieces after breaking it, and with a little amount of water I blended the coconut into paste. So after blending, I sieved out the coconut milk. The outcome was so creamy because I used a little amount of water in blending the coconut. So after sieving, this was the coconut milk. So I went ahead to sieve it again with a smaller sieve to remove any particles remaining. I got about 1 cup of milk from the coconut. Here, the eggs were well cooked. I brought them out of the water and set aside. Then, inside the pot we will use in cooking the moi moi, I added some water and allowed it to boil. At this point, the whole ingredients for the recipe were all prepped, washed, and ready. So, in a blender, I added the already peeled 1 cup of beans, 3 medium-sized fresh tomatoes, 1 medium-sized red onion, Scotch bonnet pepper, crayfish, meat powder, catfish powder, homemade seasoning, some coconut oil, sea salt, then 2 raw eggs. I broke and added them separately to avoid adding any bad eggs. Finally, I added the coconut milk. Then blended everything into a smooth paste. At this point, taste the salt to know if it's okay or if you have to add more salt. I tested mine, then added a little bit of salt, stirred together and transferred into the moi moi containers. So after adding the batter, the moi moi batter into the containers, I deshelled the eggs, the cooked eggs, then added them into the moi moi batter. At this point, you can add either fish, meat, or any other thing you want to add in the moi moi. So after everything, I transferred into the already boiled hot water, then covered it up and allowed it to cook for 30 to 40 minutes. Here was like after 35 minutes, so I checked the moi moi. It was not sticking on the toothpick That shows that it's well cooked. So I covered the pot and allowed the moi moi to cool down for some minutes. So after some minutes, our moi moi was ready to be eaten. This came out so yummy and delicious, and I urge you to try this recipe. You would definitely enjoy it. You can pair this with your pap, your oats, or any other way you prefer eating your moi moi. And trust me, you won't stop making coconut milk moi moi. Look at how soft and how yummy it's looking already. Some ingredients that I used for this recipe, I have their videos already on my channel. Please do well to check the description box or the comment section for the links to the videos. So guys, this is the end of this video. I hope you enjoyed it. Please, if you do, kindly give it a thumbs up, comment, subscribe, share the video, and I hope to see you in my next video. Bye bye.